Se escapó Glenda. ¿Cómo está? Ahí, ¿verdad? Okay. Good afternoon, class. Okay. Good afternoon, class. Let us proceed with the second problem of cycle 5. Alright, that's learning package 5. We start with number 2. Now, everybody should know that we are in the topic of triangles. And this will be the last one that we are going to be doing in triangles. Okay? Alright, so if you notice this one here, it says that you will be constructing a triangle given perimeter and the ratio of sides. Full stop. Okay? Now, if you look at this problem here, is talking about perimeter. Now, I want to ask, what do you understand by the word perimeter? Can somebody share that with me?
The measurement of the length.
What is perimeter? Because remember, you have perimeter, you have area, and you have volume. Yes, Evie?
It's the area around the object.
The distance around an object. For instance, you have 3-sided, you have 4-sided, 5-sided, and so forth. So, I will be showing you here that perimeter is the distance around. The distance that you travel from A to B, look at this, and then the distance that you travel from B to C. C. Okay? And then the distance from C to A. Okay? So what you do there, you add the three of these here, and you call it perimeter. That is what we mean by perimeter. Distance around. Is that clear? It can also be a square. And then you have A, you have B, you have C, you have D. You travel from A to B. Let us say that is 10. You travel from B to C. That is 5. So far you have what? 15. And then C to D, that's another 10. So 10 plus 15 gives us 25. And then from D to A and back again to point A, and that gives you a total of 30. Now you put the units, if it is millimeters, feet, whatever, right? So that is what we mean by the word perimeter. Now, what we are going to be doing here, we are going to be constructing a square given the a triangle, given the perimeter and the ratio of the sides. Is that clear? Now you can do this both mathematically and you can do this here geometrically. So my task will be to show you geometrically. Further on, maybe in third form and so forth, they will be teaching you how to do it mathematically. But already you will have an insight of what this is. Okay? Here, class. So the first thing that you are to do here, let us say that the perimeter is equal, give me a measurement. Those are too small. Let us say 120. Is that clear? So perimeter 120. Give me the ratio of side. What's the ratio of side? Let us say that you have the ratio of side. Let us say that it will be 2, then 3, and then 4. It can be only 2 ratios, it can be 3 ratios, it can be 4 ratios, 5 ratios, it doesn't matter, is that clear? But since we are dealing with a triangle, we only need 3 ratios. Is that clear? Now, we look at the problem here now. How are we going to start developing this work here? How? One of the things here, the first thing is that you are going to draw a line actually with your T-square. You're going to lock it to the edge of your drawing board and you are going to draw a horizontal line. Here you go, a horizontal line. Now that horizontal line has any length, class. Okay? It has any length. Now, what you are going to do on that horizontal line, you are going to pick a point. You are going to call this point here. Let us say A. And let us say this other point. So from A to this point here, we do not know at this moment, we do not know what will be this. And I will show you afterwards. So the distance from A to here should be 120 millimeters. So you will go with your ruler there and you will measure 120 millimeters. So let us say that this is 120 millimeters. Okay? So let us call this A again. Now some of you might say, why A again? Because class, hello, if you cut this here, this will open to form a straight line. And then this other one here will also, from here, look at this, will also open to form a straight line. So this one here will open and then the middle one and the 2 here on the side will give you the perimeter. Do you understand? So we start with A and we end with A. Now, what would be our next step? Now, I have measured already the perimeter, and if you notice, nothing is being darkened up to now. So what are you going to do now? You are going to add your ratios. Okay? You are going to add your ratios, and so 2 plus 3 gives me 5 plus 4, 9. This number here is your key one there. 9. So what you are going to do now, pay attention everybody, look at the board. You are going to draw a line from either A this one here or A this side here. So I will draw a line here. And I will divide this line here into 9 equal parts. Now, I want you to look here. By trial and error, I will set my compass in a way that I can get 9 equal divisions here, and for my 9th point to come somewhere around here. Do you all understand? My 9th point. So I set it here in a way. So trial and error, look at this. I do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means that I can open my compass just a little bit. Like that. Now remember that that little bit is multiplied by 9 times. So I am ready to do this here now. Look at it. And I say 1. Now I am scribing the arc. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that class. There is my 9 point. Then you can number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, let us look at the shares or the ratios. The first ratio says that this is how much? 2. Isn't that so? The first ratio says 2. So I want you to look at the board. So I say, okay, we start from A and we say 0, 1, 2. That's the first ratio where I have this point here. What is the next portion or next ratio? 3. So I take that 3 now, look at this, where I ended. I ended here. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let us see if that is correct, the remaining. What is this class? 0,
2, 3, 4.
4. Now, I think you can remember on the online classes I showed you how to draw parallel lines using your set squares and how to divide a line into a number of equal parts, the geometrical method. Because I showed you compass and I showed you geometrical. So what you're going to do now, I am going to get my set squares. Look at this. And now I will draw my line here. I will better use this one here. This one is better. So I will draw my line now. Hey, remember that A to A is 120. And the 9 divisions is representing that 120. They are equal. So I must join 9 to A. So I join that 9 to A. As you can see what I'm doing. I hold it there. Look at that. And now I use my next set square or ruler. And I shift it all the way up to where? To the 5. To the 5, students. And I draw a line. Look at that. I hold the top one steady. And I shift this to my left. And I take it all the way up to 2. And I draw my line there once again. Now if you notice, this division here is 2, this division here is 3, this division here is 4. Now each one of them are being divided and into its exact ratio. Is that clear? Because by trial and error and the parallel line, I was able to divide AA into its respective ratio. Do you understand? Now what are you going to do here? Most of the times we tend to use the middle line to be our base. Look at this. So I will darken this here, class. I will darken this. There. And so this here becomes B. This here becomes C. Look at it. A, B, C. And then A. Look at it. A, B, C. And then A. Do you understand it now? No. You see here, I will use my hand or this one here. Look at what will happen here before we go into the work. Let us look at this. Let us say that this little thing here will be C and then B. So let us say it's just like if you do this here, class. I will take this here now and I am like actually bending it here. I'm bending it, and while you are bending it, it is creating an arc. Can you see the arc? And then once you finish here, you go over this side here, you take it at point A, and you bend this thing here, where the two arcs meet. Look at that. That would be an example. You see what I'm showing you? So, but we cannot literally do that with this. Maybe with a piece of wire, yes, I can show you. But in 3D, it can't. So what are we going to do? Using the compass, I will set it at C, open it to A, look at this, and then I will do this, class. I will do a big one. Where do I go after this?
0.
At B. Right? You go at B and you open it to C, because remember BC is your middle one. It will be like this. So you're closing. Right now we just closed this. Now I am going to close this one here. So I come here and I open it to A and I draw my arc like this, class. See? Where those arcs intersect, student. This point here becomes, what is this point here? A. I join A to B. And I join C to A. There is the triangle, class, when perimeter is given. Okay? Do you have any questions, class? Alright, like I said, and I will always be saying, I hope that the class lesson that I'm executing plus the video assist you Is that clear? And then you all know that this is available on the YouTube. Plus, I share the link in your chat group. Alright? Now, what if we decide this to be the base? AC. So what are you going to do? What if you decide that, class?
Open sir.
What if you decide this to be the base, CA?
The B2A.
How are you going to do that? You will need to copy. Look at this. I'm just going to show you here. Let us say that you want this to be your base and not this. But these two are here on this side. So what are you going to do? Look at this. You will bend this one here first. Look at that. Then from here, I go here and I copy this. And you know that this is on this side here. You see the triangle now? See the triangle?
Yes.
So what will this point become? B. And any one of them can become the base. The only thing is that you will have to copy and then go to the next ending there. Is that clear, class?
Yes sir.
Like I said, I hope that this video here helped you. Is that clear? Okay? Alright.